and I'm going to say whatever it is that I need to say. Hey, what's up, everybody? So I am a big David Lucas fan. I think he's hilarious. I know him, of course, from Kill Tony, but, if he's in town, I'm buying tickets. I think he's funny. So there's a guy named 2lazy2try who has a channel. It's kind of like those channels like Podcast Cringe or the other, there's a lot Comedy Enforcement. And they kind of talk smack on comedians when they're like being hypocrites. Like they say like, oh, he's for freedom of speech, but this, that, the other. And I kind of look at them as like you're just using other people to get content, but like, so now I'm going to use him to get content. And again, like I like, you can tell I subscribe to him. He's cool. But yeah, I wanted to get into this David Lucas video from 2lazy2try. Please don't copyright strike me.
All right, so we have David Lucas embarrassing himself on Matan Evans' podcast. This was a rough one. I mean, pretty much every comment is talking about how cringy he was. And you could tell Matan was getting under his skin. And it's funny because David always claims he doesn't give a shit about what anybody thinks. You know, he's supposed to be an edgy comedian that doesn't get offended by anything. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. Like, Matan asked him.
I don't know. I feel like everybody cares what people think, especially comedians. I don't think that's a fair characterization. Just that last part. Again, I watch almost all these. They're great.
Him about the George Floyd joke he made that he eventually apologized for. So, it's a sensitive subject for him, but Matan asks him why he'd make the joke if he knows it could offend the black community or something like that. He's kind of trolling him. That's how this podcast is. It's kind of like Eric Andre or Between Two Ferns. So when Matan asks him about the joke, David just keeps saying, I don't give a shit. I'm going to say whatever I want. I don't care what anybody thinks. But you can tell the question kind of gets to him, even though it's a joke, and he leans over and tries to intimidate Matan.
Let's give somebody some reference. A lot of people know you because you got canceled a couple of months ago for making a joke about George Floyd.
Did I really get canceled? Who canceled me?
Well, that's what it said online.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people were mad, but I mean, that's part of society. They be mad.
So, but they didn't cancel you, or what happened?
I'm still doing shows, dog.
So you're saying they tried, but it didn't work?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really cancel somebody like me who don't give a fuck.
Let me ask you this. Why would you make the joke about George Floyd?
So, I don't know. That's actually, I'm almost want to like, from what I said before, he just literally said, oh, I don't give a fuck. So, maybe 2lazy2try was right and I was wrong before.
When you have no idea how it can affect the black community.
Because I wanted to.
But what?
Because I wanted to.
But you don't know how it could affect black people.
Who gives a fuck?
But black people.
I wanted to do it.
But you don't know if it will offend them.
I wanted to do it.
But you're
offending. Let me offend them. I offend white people too. Now what? I'll offend your ass too.
Yeah, but you're allowed to offend white people.
I'll offend your ass
but
too.
Black people, it's off the table.
What's happening?
What is this? What, like this?
I'll offend you. I'll offend you. You cute.
So he wasn't handling it very well, and it just kept getting worse from here. And like 20 minutes in, he's about to leave. And I think the only reason he was there in the first place is because he thought he's getting paid 10 grand for the appearance, which Matan probably told him just to get him on the podcast or just to mess with him. And, it could be a bit, but it definitely seems like David is being serious. And I believe he's delusional enough to think somebody give him 10 grand for a podcast appearance. So in the beginning, he's like, yeah, I'm cool with all this as long as I'm getting paid. But Matan's like, what are you talking about? And then David looks at his manager like, isn't this what we agreed on?
Hey, as long as you got that money ready for me at the end of this hour, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't got anything.
Hey, man, I thought this was 10 grand, man.
10 grand? I could have got Charleston White for 10 grand.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So
what about the money, though?
What about the money?
Yeah.
I would give it to you if I had some.
Nah, nigga, I'm about to call.
We could be on like a perpetual team.
All right.
Yo, they ain't got the money, bro.
I mean, also, we got to remember Matan is this master troll. He went to the Game Awards. He accepted he said Bill Clinton is my rabbi when they got that award for Elden Ring. Matan is kind of like a little shit, but he's very smart. He does this type of shit. So like, but again, I think I'll keep watching, but I like to interject because I don't know, 2lazy2try. Seems like you're trying to say David Lucas a bitch. Now he might be, you might be right. You might be right, motherfucker. But if it's just because this little That's what he is. And if he was like, yo, I'm gonna give you 10 G's, bro, just roll through, I'll give you 10 grand, 1 hour, have a nice day, bro, you good. And then like I changed my plans or I drove out there or wherever the hell he is. It doesn't look like it's, was there a fucking white blanket in the background? Jimmy, is it a canvas? What's going on? I have no idea. So I'd be mad too.
But the camera's not, there's no camera on him.
I don't give a fuck. We don't need it to be on camera. I need my bread.
You need your bread? How much were you expecting to be?
You told me 10,000 in the text message, bro.
I would love to see it. Maybe that was Sam Hyde. He told you that. He tricked you. Because he's the one, in case anybody doesn't know, who set up this interview. Okay, let's move on. This is getting a little stale here.
Yeah, so I definitely believe David actually thought he was going to get paid for this, and Matan was probably just trying to mess with him or just get him on the show. I mean, this kid is really good at trolling. Like, also, he kept handing David pictures of him, like AI pictures of him, really overweight, even more overweight, and you could tell David's like, all right, whatever, yeah, real funny. And then Matan's like, what, you don't like them? And David's like, I don't give a shit. You know, this happens to me all the time, and it's clearly getting to him.
Look at it. What's this? Oh, yeah. Put that right there.
You don't like them?
I don't give a fuck. I'm in the public image, bro. Shit like this will happen all the time.
So you don't mind it?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah. I like this little weirdo white. You're not white. Yeah, you don't.
Oh, so you think I'm like funny guy?
You do a lot of crazy stuff with a straight face, which makes me laugh. I like weird shit. So like.
So are you laughing with me or at me?
At you.
Oh fuck.
You 17 though?
17 years old.
What high school you go to?
I don't go to high school anymore. Online school.
So it would get really awkward, and then David would just burst out laughing randomly. And I think since David didn't know what to do and wasn't funny at all, he just started doing gross and creepy shit. Like at one point, he started itching his ass and was trying to make everybody smell it. And then he kept telling Matan to take his shirt off for some reason. I mean, this was just such a weird appearance. I don't know what was going on, but he was gnarly.
I'll put my hand in my ass and make you smell it, bitch. Come here, nigga. Put that shit in your face.
That is kind of funny because he can't move. That's kind of funny because he can't move.
You want to smell it, nigga?
Not particularly.
I'll make him smell it. Oh, let's see if your ass talk now, man. I bet you say, goddamn, I put that shit up under that door.
We need to get back to the podcast.
That t-shirt ain't gonna cover it up, bro. You still gonna smell this ass. I ain't took no shower and I'm straight off a plane, boy. This shit.
Is that something to be bragging about?
I don't know. Let's smell up under that jacket. Take that jacket off.
Well, I don't.
Let us see that pale ass.
I don't have.
That is weird. That's some. I mean, I've been locked up. That's like some fucking jail shit. When you.
There's shit all over me.
Let's see that pale ass. Take that jacket off.
You're like one of those Indian guys.
Take that jacket off. Take that jacket off. Let's see.
Under it is just a
You probably
shirt.
naked up under that bitch. Let's see.
No, I only wear this jacket.
Let me see it. Take it off.
I can't. That's
Let me see.
not on camera.
Take it off.
No, it's not allowed. Be careful. I have a weapon on me.
I don't give a fuck about no weapon.
I got.
And then after David did that, he kept touching his face and his eyes, which was just disgusting. I mean, the whole time he's just doing gross shit.
That's a little crazy.
About him being a predator, and David got all offended. He's like, don't joke about something like that. That's serious.
But Thrones, what is you talking about, bro? What is you talking about?
Because I thought you were trying to.
You on some weird
I
shit.
told you a predator.
I'm not a predator.
No, for sure.
Skip the question, bro. We ain't even finna entertain that bullshit you talking about right now, because I got children, and that's a very sensitive topic.
Move past it?
Yeah.
How many hours do you think it would take you to run a mile?
I did a...
The manager laughed at you.
And it's crazy this 17-year-old kid is 100 times funnier than this professional
Matan is fucking funny, bro. He's funny as hell, dude. He's a little kid. He's hilarious. He's very smart. It's funny.
comedian. I mean, David's sense of humor is him like farting and itching his ass and doing.
I mean, maybe just this time Too Lazy to Try. Have you seen his other shit? This is very weird. But Too Lazy to Try, to his credit, he said it himself, like, this is a weird appearance.
All this gross shit that only he was laughing at.
You're standing?
Yeah, I feel like a rock star.
The table's about to collapse. I gotta back up from this.
Earthquake. I'm about to fuck.
I think he feels he's being trolled, so he's like, I'm just gonna troll back, and he doesn't normally troll. He knows how to roast and do stand up, as I've told you before. He's not really good at podcasts, and as I told you in the beginning, but like, not that he's bad at it, but I think he's just trying to troll back, and you're seeing someone troll for the first time, someone who, like, you know, it's just like, it's obvious when I'm joking. it's obvious when I'm saying something is real or whatever. And now we're doing this troll type deal, and I think he don't really know that world. So I again, it's like, what side do I take?
Fart in this nigga face. That's gonna be different. You gotta scratch the ass. Scratch the ass so you can smell it.
That's gross.
So he was completely out of control. I mean, this was unbelievable. And it's funny he got offended when Matan made a joke about him being a predator, because then he started to act really creepy and he kept trying to touch him and he kept saying weird stuff to him. And at one point, for some reason, he pulled up some corn on his phone and showed that to him. So I don't know what he was doing here. I mean, apparently he doesn't handle getting trolled very well. You know, I think Matan just made him completely lose it.
I think Too Lazy to Try is very correct here. He's not used to getting trolled, and he's getting fucking scraped. He's used to winning roasts, and he's losing a troll.
Come over. Come over.
You're hostile podcast.
Get real nice and close like we're in prison.
You had your.
Sit that little pale booty down.
Why do you want me so close?
I want you right here. I want you right here.
It's getting weird.
I want you right here.
I'm gonna take your manager's chair. A lot of leftist politicians.
Come over here so I can hear you closer.
Because you're gonna grab them. You're gonna grab the notes. This is what everybody does.
Man, I ain't playing your little games.
Fuck you, man. I put so much effort into that shit, and you won't even smell it.
Let me rub your back.
You won't even smell it.
Let me rub your
Why
back.
are you touching on my man? That's a bad character trait. How old are your?
So it was an interesting appearance, you know, and of course he just got roasted in the comments. You know, like somebody said, why can't you get a real comedian on like Brendan Schaub? And nobody laughs more at David Lucas's jokes than David Lucas. And David Lucas is really good at making me not like him. And yeah, if this is somebody's introduction to him on this podcast, they're probably like, what the hell is this guy's deal? Like, there's no way he's a comedian. I mean, he wasn't funny at all, and he's really bad at handling getting trolled and playing into the jokes. And also expecting to get paid 10 grand is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, that's all true. But if somebody told me that they was going to give me 10, I wouldn't know. I mean, I really think he didn't know Matan, man. Maybe he didn't because he not acting like he do. But who am I to say that I do know him, right? Just weird, bro. Too Lazy to Try, man. Maybe he's right. Check him out. Like I said, I like the channel. He's very honest, if anything else. And I'm a subscriber. Look, see? So, and he's dope. And they tried to, there's cool. Just Too Lazy to Try with the number 2. He's dope. Check him out. Anyways, I just want to see what he had to say about that. Those are my thoughts. Check it out in editing. And if I like the whole video, I'll just post it. I don't even care. So, all right, yo. Peace.